Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. As always, my name is Shogun Shin and you are the audience, and it is Saturday. We are here with a bonus stream for this weekend because it is Cancer Cup Day 2. We made it to Group A for our finish, awkwardly not using the strategy that I had originally planned for. And so for today, we are going to be running some more Cancer Cup to see what we can do about seeing how we can refine our strategy. So we won with the Blockmachine debuffer strategy, which again, not my original strategy, which is fine. I'm glad we won. I don't know how we can improve upon that, honestly. But we also tried running front runners, and that really did not work out all that well. So the plan for today is, I think I'm going to run some more front runners, and I want to see, I think Smart Falcon obviously did really very well, 30% win rate, was able to get 3 wins out, 3 first places, 3 second places out of the 10, so 60% top 2, which is really, really good, so I'm happy about that. Fuji Kiseki and Saiyan Sky really did not perform in the way that I really wanted them to, so I think I'm gonna try and see if we have a couple other Fuji Kisekis and Saiyan Skies to run, so we'll see maybe if those are better options. I might also just sub out Saiyan Sky altogether, because I do have a front running Sakura Bakshino, but we can try that and see if that goes better. But yeah, today is gonna be mostly just kind of experimenting to see if we can refine this front running strategy to be a little bit better. I'm not entirely sure if we'll be able to do that, honestly, but we can try. So let me see here. We did the 9.9 and we did the 10,000 Fujikiseki. So it was this one and this one. We can try this 11.1. The only issue is that we're not gonna have groundwork proc. That is a little upsetting, but you know, decent power, decent stamina, decent speed. It might be enough to get us there. At the very least, it might be enough to at least get into second place and have Smart Falcon close out in first. So having that little extra, that buffer, so we don't have someone directly on our heels might be beneficial. So we can certainly try that. We do have a couple other options, though. That being said, we don't have much to work off of. Let me see here. So this, I think we had another Smart Falcon as well. Oh, she's right here. We have a 12.1. I don't think Smart Falcon has done so well. I really don't think it's worth swapping her out, honestly. Like, I'll be completely honest. So I think we keep her in. We can also try this one. 9.1. That might be a better idea. Because I'm looking to see here. So we're left-handed, focus, leader's pride with the groundwork there, but it's not as fast. And we have focus. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So let's try this 11.1 and this 9.1. Let's try the 9.1K Fujikiseki first, and we will go from there. Try this. Have that be a front runner. And then Saiyan Sky. What have we used? 10 and also 9.9. So we have this 9.2 here. Yeah, firm conditions, that's not gonna work. Target in sight, front runner savvy, leader's pride should get us there in theory. So that. There's a 10.7 here. Oh, but this was for right, this was for Gemini Cup. Right, this is Gemini Cup Saiyan Sky. Right. Oh, it's a lot of stamina. But like, man, I don't see that one working out, honestly. If the power is so lacking, like, we'll fall off so hard. Which one is my front-running Sakura Bakshino? That's not a lot of stamina. That's not a lot of stamina. Pretty low, actually. We could try this. Because I don't really have any other Saiyan Skies that are like worthwhile. We could try this Saiyan Sky. Let's try the Saiyan Sky. See how that works. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's run these. The where that takes us. Again, I really just want to try and have this be a little bit more consistent. The Blokushin route was actually pretty good, but at the same time was a bit of a gamble. So this front running strategy was my what I wanted to do for most of. This was like my core strategy for this Champions League. I do want to try and have this be more consistent, but we'll see. We may not be able to get there. Number 1 favorite, though, for Saiyan Sky. That's actually good. We'll see how that plays out, though. There are a bunch of front runners, so. Alright, the gates are open. The race is on. Smart Falcon activating the groundwork early on to allow her to jump up into first place at the early set of the start. Leader's Pride activating Fuji Kiseki, who's currently in 5th place, does try to get her a little bit further on, but she is trailing behind. Smart Falcon also trails behind, actually in 2nd place. Fast Pace activating, though, to try and get her to catch up. This Sakura Box is very quickly. We have a rush. We are having Fujikiseki and Saiyan Sky rushing on both accounts, which is unfortunate to see, but we do have the Professor Curvature to try and help make up for that, but you do see it activating for a lot of other racers as well. Red shift from Marzensky coming in from the outside, passing Smart Falcon as we round the last corner. There was no Sparkly Stardom, unfortunately, so it doesn't look like we're going to be getting the angling and scheming this time around, which is unfortunate. Shifting gears actually for Fujikiseki, but she's stuck right behind Smart Falcon, who is also starting to run out of gas, and all 3 of our runners are starting to wear down, and it doesn't look like this is going to be the race for us today, and it looks like that we are going to be finishing in the bottom 5 of our runners for this round. Once again, losing to those late surgers because we just don't have enough power to get us there. I do want to look at the Sakura Bakshino because I feel like we got blocked like hardcore. No, it's just another. No, they're just faster. Crazy. With 529 and 940 power, no debuffs, really? I feel like we definitely got blocked, like 100%. But I'm surprised that we got blocked like this. That's kind of crazy. That's insane. Debuffer. Yeah. Wild. I didn't expect to get blocked like that. That's crazy. Four front runners, 4 pace chasers, 1 late surge. Alright, late start for both Saiyan Sky and Fuji Kiseki. Man, that's so unfortunate. I don't think I saw a groundwork either, but we do, early on in this race, we do hold strong in the top 3 for all 3 positions, which is nice to see. But we do have a Sakura Bakshin O coming right behind us. Sparkly Stardom does end up activating for Smart Falcon, along with the fast pace for Saiyan Sky. Fuji Kiseki ends up dropping down to 4th. Saiyan Sky holding strong in 3rd place, and even able to catch up a little bit to be in 2nd. Shifting gears from Saiyan Sky and Fuji Kiseki does end up activating, but Fuji Kiseki still struggling a little bit in the middle of the pack. Insane Sky fighting for this second place slot, but is also starting to wear down as well. As we round the final corner, El Condor Pasa coming in from the outside of Smart Falcon. Will she be able to hold strong to this lead and allow us to accelerate forward? So Angling and Scheming does end up coming out to give us that extra acceleration in the last 400 meters, but El Condor Pasa coming in from the outside seems to have just a little bit more power than Smart Falcon, and Smart Falcon cannot hold that lead enough, but the two are neck and neck. It will be very close, but El Condor Pasa is ahead by 1 length still, and the Smart Falcon just doesn't have enough to hold out. It may also be worthwhile to just invest hard into Smart Falcon. Maybe sub out Insane Sky for Nice Nature for debuffing, and then maybe sub out Fujikiseki for someone else as well. But man, there's not enough power. Not enough power. 720. I lost out on power. I think I actually lost out on stamina, really. That's what I really did. Man, crazy. Yeah, just couldn't get there. Maybe we do sub out a Smart Falcon for our other one. Our like super cracked speed powered Smart Falcon. See maybe if that does anything. Out of curiosity, might as well. Seven front runners and 2 pace chasers in this race. Oh my god. Holy. Ooh, it's a crowded race this time. Alright. Front runner savvy, left-handed focus. No groundwork activating for any of our runners, which is not what you want to see at all. That is a disaster scenario because now we have Smart Falcon leading the best of our team, currently in 4th place, not able, and is going to be rushed as well, not able to catch up to this Saiyan Sky. From what it looks like, front runner straightaways activating for Saiyan Sky. Smart Falcon is able to try and get to 3rd place, but immediately drops back down to 4th and just can't seem to cross over the wall that is the other front runners that are ahead of us. Not having that groundwork activate really is so unbelievably detrimental to us. Fast pace activates, but I don't think it's going to be enough. This other Saiyan Sky out in the lead still by a very decent amount. Angling and Scheming ends up activating, and that Saiyan Sky is starting to pull ahead, and it doesn't look like we're gonna have a chance at all to catch up in this race. Honestly, truly a disaster scenario not having any groundwork proc. Not having a single groundwork skill actually activating, that is staggering. That is truly, truly staggering. I'm still so, yeah, 7, 8, and 9, man. What a disastrous run, actually. What an unbelievably disastrous run. I'm shocked that we're not getting groundwork to proc. Like, really. The skills that I expected to have proc, like focus, leader's pride, that kind of stuff, it's not hitting. And that's never been a problem until now. Like, that's actually so crazy that hasn't been an issue until doing the Champions Meet. That like again, I feel like those skills have like a 99% chance to activate, and I'm hitting that 1% where it's not doing it. All right, groundwork from Smart Falcon is good to see. As we start this race off, 1,400 meters left, Smart Falcon holding strong in 2nd place, trying to beat the mirror match of the other Smart Falcon. She just can't seem to do it early on in the race itself. Activates drops down to 3rd place overall for this race, and what it seems like with Saiyan Sky and Fujikiseki holding down 4th and 5th place, respectively. We are about halfway through the race itself, and that Smart Falcon all the way out in front has a commanding lead with our Falcon trying desperately to catch up, but it really doesn't seem like we're going to be able to make any headway there. That Smart Falcon truly is all alone in the last 600 meters itself. Angling and Scheming, I assume, is going to activate for that Smart Falcon, who is just going to absolutely run away with it. Oh my good gosh. 400 meters, and that Smart Falcon really is just alone. But on the outside, we have a Grass Wonder coming in as a late surger, but it's really just not enough. That Smart Falcon out in front of the last 200 meters is just too far ahead, and there's nothing that we can do to stop them. Man, we are absolutely getting dominated here, unfortunately. 4, 7, and 8. Ouch. Big ouch. What is this Smart Falcon packing? Man, wow. 1200 speed? Man, 587 stamina. Man. That's crazy. That's wild. The 920 width. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is just not panning out. It really just isn't. That's unfortunate. Glad my Bakushin route worked out at least. Thank goodness for that. It's a little disappointing that this is going so poorly, especially because I was like so confident too in my careers and stuff like that. I was like so confident. But turns out our front runners just aren't ready. Truly. All right. 2 late starts again from Saiyan Sky and Fujiki Seki. Man, you hate to see it happen. It feels like that's happening so frequently. Smart Falcon does end up getting the groundwork, but it doesn't seem like it's enough just early on in this race from what it seems. Saiyan Sky also getting rushed, which is unfortunate to see. Smart Falcon as well getting rushed. Man, we are just getting hit with all sorts of unfortunate circumstances here. Smart Falcon really trying to overtake that Mahono Bourbon in first place right now in the last 1,000 meters. Professor Curvature does end up activating to give her that little extra spurt speed to put her in the lead, but will it be enough to hold on? There is no Sparkly Stardom activating from what I can tell so far. Professor Curvature activates for Saiyan Sky and Fujiki Seki for what it's worth. Unrestrained coming in for Smart Falcon in the last 600 meters here to try and give her as much of an edge as possible. She will be able to activate the angling and scheming though, and that is going to try and give her as much of a lead as possible in the last 400. The late surger of a King Halo is coming in from the outside. Smart Falcon doesn't seem like she has enough of a lead in order to make up that difference, and it looks like King Halo from the outside is going to late surge past Smart Falcon, and Smart Falcon once again is not going to be able to hold on to the lead and is going to be taking second place once more. Unfortunate. We just can't seem to generate enough of a lead to make up, to compensate for the pure acceleration that these late surgers have. And that's so upsetting. We just can't do it. Yeah, completely shut out this time. How unfortunate. That is real unfortunate. Completely shut out. Ouch. Okay. Let us try this Smart Falcon. We don't have groundwork, but we do have a I'm hoping that the speed and the power that we have are going to be able to compensate for what we have. That is kind of where I'm at. Did I? Oh, right, because so. Okay, let's try this. See if the pure speed and power are enough to just make up for it. I really don't know. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. So, we'll see. We do have. Let's run this Sakura Bakshino. And the Fuji Kiseki. Let's see. Ran this one. Alright, let's try this one. This 11.1. Let's put this in grade range. 12, 11, 10. Do it that way. Alright. It's also turf and Ian turf. Ooh. We'll see. We'll see. Again, we've made it to Group A already, so this is all about just testing, refining, see what works, see what doesn't. I think I still have one more day to, like, try stuff. If not, it's fine. Alright. So, Soccer Box Shino in a great mood. Tsuchi Kiseki in a bad mood. Mark that. Almost. That's good. 7 front runners, 2 pace chasers. Ooh. Oof. Alright, front runner Savvy and the Lone Wolf activating, with Soccer Box Shino also coming out of the gate with a late start, unfortunate. And as this early race begins, we are holding in 4th, 6th, 7th place. Big Sisterly activating for Fujikiseki does seem to give her a little bit of an extra boost. And Fujikiseki actually able to enter into the top 3 from what it seems like, trying to catch up to 2nd place. And it looks like she's going to be able to get there easily and is going to solidify herself in 2nd. 1,000 meters left to go. Smart Falcon holding in 6th. The Soccer Box Shino following in 4th place. Looks like she's going to be able to get Ramp a little bit more speed as well. Fujikiseki still in 2nd place, trying to get ahead and see if she can overtake, but she is caught on the inside with everyone else right on the outside. It doesn't look like Fujikiseki is going to be able to pass in this final corner into the home stretch. Fujikiseki still following behind, but Soccer Box Shino does end up just blitzing all the way ahead with angling and scheming most likely. And it's just too much of a lead that nobody else can really catch up to her, unfortunately. Fujikiseki does a very good job at holding down the fort in 2nd place, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough, and the Soccer Box Shino will be taken 1st. And unfortunately, Fujikiseki, I think, actually ends up taking 4th. Still just not able to hold strong. It's just not enough. 3rd place, not bad. 3rd place, not bad, but man, we did that groundwork, man. It really is. That's such a game changer. It really is just a must-have. If groundwork doesn't activate, we are kind of dead. Alright, next race, front runner Savvy activating for Smart Falcon with a late start from Soccer Box Shino, unfortunately. Fujikiseki holding in 2nd place with Smart Falcon in 3rd in the early stages of the race itself. 1,400 meters left in the race itself. Sparkly Stardom ends up activating for Smart Falcon along with the trick front and the fast pace, which is going to be a good set of skills to have activate. Hopefully it'll be enough for Smart Falcon to hold on to her lead, but you do see in 2nd place an Alcondra Pasa right behind, but Fujikiseki is following strong in 3rd place. We are halfway through the race itself. Front runner corners and Professor Curvature ends up activating, and Fujikiseki following Smart Falcon in 2nd place right now to try and serve as a bit of a buffer for this Alcondra Pasa pace chaser, but will it be enough? We're about to enter the last corner, and it's going to be a competition to see who will get the angling and scheming. It's going to look like it will be Smart Falcon who will won't activate because I don't think she has it. Lights Evolve are up for Fujikiseki though, coming in from the outside, but Alcondra Pasa has more power and it's not going to be able to overtake both of our front runners, and it looks like, unfortunately, we will not be winning this race again. Air Group coming in from the inside with more power than anyone else, trying to activate the Smart Falcon to compensate for something that they can do, but Vodka is going to be able to take the win, and unfortunately, it's just another loss for our team. Or 5-9. We'll watch one more of this, and after that, I think it's I think we see where this is gonna go. 5番人気は7番 Smart Falcon may not have angling and scheming, which is unfortunate. Right. Front runner Sevi, Lone Wolf actually activating the Soccer Box Chanel is actually very surprising. It does seem like it allows her to jump into first place early in this race. Leader's pride for Smart Falcon, trying to put her up into the top 3, and does end up actually putting her in second place, with Fujiki Seki following in 5th, but is very close to the front still. Front runner straightaways for Smart Falcon to try to get her into first place, which does allow the Sparkly Stardom to end up activating as well, which is good for her to have. Currently, Soccer Box Chanel in second place with Professor Curvature from Fujiseki and Soccer Box Chanel to give them the top 3 spot, and the Speed Eater from Soccer Box Chanel to try and delay all of the other runners currently. Genius Boxin equals victory, activating, which actually does end up allowing her to pass Smart Falcon, and we currently still hold with the red shift as well, which does allow us to still hold on to this lead currently in the top 3 of the race itself. Fujiseki does drop down to 4th as we enter the final straight, and this is where things are going to get interesting, because right now we are expecting some late surges. We do see one King Halo coming in from the outside with just so much power, able to take over all of our other front runners. Smart Falcon trying to hold on to that second place victory to try and take and not lose the second place again. Lights of Vaudeville coming up for Fujikiseki, but is it going to be enough? King Halo currently leads by 2 lengths and easily crosses the line yet again, but Smart Falcon does end up taking second. These late surges, man, there's just no stopping them. There's just no stopping them. Man, crazy. Let's skip through the rest of these. I think we know where this is, what's gonna happen here. Seven front runners, 2 pace chasers, 2 late surgers. Six, 7, 9. Ouch.
みんな行こう。9番スマートファルコン。
スタートです。各馬娘綺麗な大き焼きを越え4コーナーへ。4番桜庭信号。ここで抜け出した。
As we enter the final corner, in the last 600 meters, we do have our front runners still having the top 3 spot. Angling Scheming from Sakura Box Shadow does end up activating, but it's not enough acceleration. Fujiseki actually ends up pulling ahead in this race itself and is ahead by several lengths, but will it be enough? Triumphant Pulse from Smart Falcon is going to try and fight her for this slot, but it looks like Fujikiseki is going to be able to actually take this win. As we skip through this race, I am shocked, but at least we didn't get shut out, so there's that, I guess. First, second, fifth. What was so different about this race in comparison to everyone else? Ace, late. A lot of front runners still, but like, I guess we just got lucky, I guess. Yeah, I think we just got lucky. Truly. Okay, cool. Well, that's at least I'll win. That's good. Go again. Alright, this did not work. Like, at all. This definitely did not work. Let's see. We do have this one. We do have this Smart Falcon. But with low stamina, guts, and weight. Oof. That might be pretty rough, honestly. This could work also. Try this Smart Falcon. 9-9. Let's try this
私が藤
Fujikiseki.
木関だよ。キャンサーはい
And then Sakura Bakshino. Honestly, I don't know what we can do. I don't think I have another front runner that like that I would feel confident in putting in, you know?
Hi. 日本のブルボンです。
Let's go. Okay, let's flip the
決
script.
定すると
And
次
we'll
の
go
エ
with
ン
the
トリー
debuffing
変
nice
更できない
nature.
のでご注意ください
See
ね。
if that does anything.
行こうか。
We have 2 front running aces, and then we have a mean nature. We'll see if that does anything. Because maybe having those extra debuffs is gonna give us that extra edge that we need. Who knows? We'll see. Because you definitely don't want to put a block shade in. That'll just that defeats the purpose. Having a front running that blocks my other front runners? No, that sounds awful.
ゆったりさあゲートが開い
Alright.
た各馬娘綺麗な
Do
ス
you
タートを
have
切
the
りま
skills
した
activating? I don't think I saw groundwork, unfortunately, which is a little surprising because we should have activated. But it doesn't look like it will. Fujikiseki does end up rushing. The subdued front runners does end up activating though. Form from Nice Nature to try and give our other front runners as much of an edge as they possibly can get. Third place is being traded back and forth between Fujikiseki and Smart Falcon. But Smart Falcon specifically does need to try and get into the lead, but that Saiyan Sky is very well ahead right now still. It doesn't look like either of them are going to be able to catch up as we get closer and closer to the end of the race. 800 meters left in the race itself, with Smart Falcon holding in 5th place, with Fujikiseki in 6th, followed by Nice Nature all the way in the back in 8th place. Buster front runners end up activating fast pace. Form Smart Falcon does go, but Angling Scheming has already activated, and it doesn't look like that's going to be anything to allow her to slow them down. And that Saiyan Sky is going to be running away with this race itself. Sharp K's, front run straightaways, anything and everything is starting to activate. But without that groundwork early out in the gate, we are just completely sunk. That Saiyan Sky able to hold that lead all the way to the end. Really just crazy. Really
次
unfortunate.
はもっと頑張るもん。
Left-handed, Tokyo Racecourse, and Frontrunner Savvy. Well, all 3 of these should have procced. We don't have groundwork. Oh my god, there's no groundwork here. Oh no, I've made a mistake. Oh no, damn it. Okay, and then Sunny Days, Frontrunner Savvy. Dodging Danger has to activate or else we don't get groundwork here either. Fuck, I didn't realize that the Smart Falcon didn't have groundwork on it. Oh, that's so upsetting. So upsetting.
やったりましょう。
Okay. Well, that Smart Falcon is pretty much dead weight at this point then. It all really comes down to Fujikiseki, and if Dodging Danger doesn't activate, then there's no groundwork. Because I don't have anything else to trigger. Oh, that's so upsetting. That sucks. That's super, super upsetting. I can't believe I missed it.
4番スマートファル
Damn it.
次へ今スタートが切られました
Alright,
馬娘綺麗なスタート
Fujikiseki
を切り
coming
ま
up
し
with
た
the front Sunny Days and Frontrunner Savvy. Will she be able to get the Dodging Danger activation as well? Leader's Pride for Smart Falcon does end up activating on her end to put her in 1st place right now, which also allows her to activate the Sparkly Stardom as well, which is very good to give her as much of an advantage as possible. It doesn't look like we're going to get a groundwork proc from Fujikiseki, unfortunately, but she does hold strong in second place currently with Nice Nature holding back in ninth place, but that is okay because she's just here to debuff everyone else. Plus the front runners does end up activating, but it's still not enough to deter the Silent Suzuka and overtake to go into first place. 800 meters left. Smart Falcon needs to try and overtake in order to get ahead and activate the angling and scheming. Dash pace ends up going out, but it doesn't look like it's going to make any of much of a difference here, and Silent Suzuka still is able to pull ahead. Go First Infinity is going to activate along with the hesitant late surgers from Nice Nature, but it's still just not enough. All of our runners are just out of gas and out of steam. It looks like neither of them and none of them can hold on to the lead that they generate early to mid race through here, and it looks like unfortunately it is yet another loss. 5-7-9. 5-7-9. Ouch.
いくよ。
1番スマートファルコン。
3 front runners, so it's us and then 1 other front runner.
スタートです。各馬娘綺麗なスタートを切りました。
Seki, dodging danger does activate the groundwork as well, which is good to see, but it doesn't look like it's enough to get us into first place, unfortunately. But will Fujikiseki be able to make up that difference? It is hard to say. Cluster late surgers activates from Nice Nature to get a little bit more debuffs. Currently, that die with Scarlet all the way out in first place is holding very, very strong, but Fujikiseki is trying to catch up and do what they can along with Smart Falcon, but she does fall back down to 4th place. Fujikiseki still trying to catch up, but it really just doesn't seem like it's going to be able to do that. Red Ace activating for die with Scarlet is going to give her that extra speed boost. Fujikiseki caught on the inside. Doesn't seem like she's going to be able to pass unless she tries something or is able to push her through, but I don't think she has the power to do so. Lights of Vaudeville ends up activating, but will it be enough to bring her forward? It doesn't look like it, unfortunately. Fujikiseki still holding strong in 3rd place, trying to get into 2nd, and it looks like she might be able to secure that, but that vodka is going to overtake her as well, and it looks like, unfortunately, Fujikiseki comes in 4th, and is yet another loss. Just not enough power to hold out. Man.
6番人気8番。
Yeah, we don't have man, just can't seem to hold on.
エルコンドルパサー飛び出していった大欅を越え4コーナーへ。さあいよいよ
This
直線だ。
looks like this race itself last 600 meters. It looks like Smart Falcon holding on in first, but there is no angling scheming. Go First Infinity along with the straightaway recovery does end up activating for the last 400 meters. Can she hold out? Looks like we have the late surges coming in from the outside, and they just have so much power. Sharp Gaze, hesitant front runners isn't enough to deter deter the competition, and it looks like Smart Falcon just doesn't have enough power, and we will be coming in 3rd. Ouch. Yeah, it's just not enough. Just not enough.
ゆ今スタートが切られました。各馬娘大欅を越え4コーナーへ。まだ1馬身以上の差があるぞ。ここから捉えることができる。
まだまだ奇跡に。
I know we're not gonna win. 4-6-8. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
トレーナーさんお疲れ様です。
Shout out once again. We got one more try left.
疾走登録ハルコ
Alright.
頑張っちゃう
So,
ハルコ
then we go back to here, which had... This was our best Smart Falcon.
キャンサー
Fujikiseki...
私が藤木
It
関
did,
だよ
that one did okay, but I feel like... Hmm,
私が藤木関決定すると次のエン
well...
私が藤木関だよ 私が私が藤木関だよ キャンサー杯大きな大会です誰を出走登録しますか
I think these are our two best options, and then we run the mean nature.
行こうか
See if that does anything.
5番人気は9番
One end closer, two late surgers, and 6 front.
ゆったり
Crowded up front.
スタート各馬娘
Groundwork from the Smart Falcon, but she does come out with a late start, unfortunately. Early lead ends up activating for Fujikiseki along with the big sister lead. But there was no, along with the leader's pride, but there is no groundwork activating. Ramp up for Fujikiseki. Fujikiseki firing off on all cylinders here for trying to get some sort of lead here, but it doesn't look like it's going to end up activating or doing anything for her. Fast pace for Smart Falcon, who is trying to get into first, but Sakura Box and O is just so far ahead now, and it doesn't look like anything's going to be activating. It doesn't look like anything's going to be activating for Smart Falcon for the rest of this race, because she currently sits in 4th. Plus, her end closest ends up acting for mean nature with the tail held high, but that doesn't really do a whole lot. The last 600 meters comes up really fast in this race, and Smart Falcon unfortunately just doesn't have anything else activate because she can't get in front of the other runners, and the Sakura Bakshino is going to just absolutely run away with the race itself, and our front runners are just not good enough to close out. Unfortunate.
トップ馬ドルへの道は険
Man,
しい
679.
やったりましょう
Even with groundwork, it's just not enough.
注目の3番人気4番
ゆったり今スタートが切られました
Bone
各馬
Wolf.
娘揃って綺麗なスタートを切りました
No groundwork for any of... Oh, there it is. Groundwork for Fujikiseki. So there is something there, but there is no groundwork for Smart Falcon, unfortunately. Leader's Pride ends up activating for Fujikiseki, trying to put her in... trying to get maintain her lead along with the Sparkly Stardom. Does end up activating as well, but Fujikiseki is fighting for this first place slot. Fast pace ends up activating for Fujikiseki to try and give her as much of a lead as possible. Smart Falcon following in 4th with the mild corners and the Professor Curvature. Speed Eater does end up activating for Fujikiseki to try and debug some of the races behind her, which is nice to see. Plus her late surgers for Nice Nature trying to do what she can to hold the rest of the pack back. 600 meters left in the race itself as we round the final corner. And Fujikiseki will be able to get the angling and scheming, but it doesn't look like there's enough of an acceleration because Kurin-chan ends up passing at the last moment down the home stretch. Hasn't faced Stacia's the sharp gaze. All the debuffs are trying to come out from Nice Nature's doing what she can, and Fujikiseki is really trying to hold on, but it doesn't look like she's going to be able to pass that Kurin-chan, who will be taking first, and Fujikiseki, despite her best efforts, I think is going to take 3rd because there was a vodka right behind her. No, she does end up taking second, but man, that was a really close call with that vodka. Oh, man. Fuck. Dude. So upset that, like, it's just a power game, man. 1038, lost by, like, 100 power, basically. Despite having an A in power, yes, it's still not enough, which is, like, insane. That's so crazy. That's not enough.
6番人気6番
These late surgers are completely rocking me.
スタートです。
Late start from Fuziki. Also, man, so many late starts, dude. So many late starts. It's so unfortunate. Alright, Fuziki firing off on all cylinders here, trying to get into the lead. We even had a groundwork proc, but it isn't enough still to get into first place. That late start really hurting us. And we are really just in the middle of the pack, trying to front run everything. We just can't keep up with any of the other front runners. Ramp up from Fujikiseki along with the mile corners. Smart Falcon does put Smart Falcon in third place, but Fujikiseki just still holding into fifth, dropping down even into sixth place, and we can't seem to break into the top 5 and hold out. And unfortunate, really. Flustered front runners does end up acting from meme nature, but Smart Falcon still in third place. It doesn't look like she's going to be able to accelerate anymore. She's really just already operating at full speed, and we can't seem to get any further ahead. And these other front runners are really just rocketing away, getting away from us. It's really unfortunate. It doesn't look like anything else that we can do here is going to actually solve our problem. Once again, just skipping ahead, coming in 5th, 7th, and 8th place. Man, today is just a really bad day for our front runners. And I at this point, I don't know if there's anything that we can actually do to have this work. I really don't think so. I think the front runner strategy for this Champions Meet it's just not gonna happen. Like, truly, I really just don't think it's gonna happen. We simply don't have the stats. And I don't know what I guess I really don't know what to do about that. We're not getting the groundwork proc. We're not getting and when we do get the groundwork proc, it's still just not enough, unfortunately. Let's skip. As we enter the last stretch here, Fuzikiseki holding on in first place right now. Is it going to be enough to hold on to the angle and steaming? Yes, it is. Is going to start accelerating, but you do see a bunch of the other late surgers trying to get ahead. It looks like Fuzikiseki is just barely holding on and is able to accelerate just little by little, but isn't going to be enough. Kurincho right behind here just doesn't seem like it's not enough. We completely run off of steam. Lights of Vaudeville coming out, but it's not. It's too little, too late. That needed to come out way sooner, and unfortunately, it doesn't. Man, even on the best run, even when everything is set up for us, we still cannot keep up. Man, that's insane. It's still not enough. God. We completely just fell off. Like, just flat out. That's so upsetting. All right, last race. Let's see what happens. Alright, groundwork from Smart Falcon does end up activating this time around, which is nice to see. But it's not enough to get out in front, unfortunately. Smart Falcon does have to contend against the Silent Suzuka. Fujikiseki does end up putting herself in 3rd place, though, and the top 3 is well ahead of the pack itself. Ramp up from Fujikiseki coming in from the outside to try and catch up to the Silent Suzuka, but this Silent Suzuka is really just so far ahead still. Any attempt to try and catch up to this lead is just being met with being forced back. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like either of our front runners are able to overtake just yet, and they're just trading with each other. But as we round this last corner, will Smart Falcon be able to pull something out here, or will Fujikiseki be able to strong arm our way through? It doesn't look like it. We are in the last home stretch here, and it looks like, unfortunately, we are once again not going to be able to hold on. We dropped all the way down to 4th and 5th. All the debuffs are coming out, but Gold Ship from the outside is going to be accelerating past everyone else, and it doesn't look like we are going to be able to win this race. Once again, completely shut out. I think that is back-to-back-to-back shutouts. Unfortunate. Yeah, I think that kind of seals the deal that front running just is not the strategy. It really isn't. I think our best bet is go with the Blokushin, and then and the mean nature for double debuffs, and then our ace El Condor Pasa didn't like live up to what I wanted it to. I do have an air groove that's pretty decent, that has some pretty strong power, so we might end up doing that. See if that gets us there, but man, what an unfortunate showing of from all these front runners. I was so confident too that these front runners were gonna get me there, and unfortunately that's not the case. Unfortunately, it really just isn't the case. So all right, I think on that note, guys, that is it for me for tonight. Thank you so much for coming out to this short stream. I will see you guys back here tomorrow for more Champions Meet. We'll also try and do the next main story mode for Umamusume, because that also came out. We'll do it's chapter 4, I believe, and then also we might end up doing some Pilgrim's Traverse. So be on the lookout for that. As always, though, my name is Shogun Shin. You, the audience, and I'll see you guys next time.